hey there everyone, welcome to the YouTube video. So you're in my freight yard. I apologise, my layout is a bit of a mess at the moment as you can see, but that's being worked on. Well, today what we're going to be doing is laying the last of my track here in the yard. So where this HST is parked is one siding. We've got another siding going into the shed, another siding going into the shed. That's what needs to be done today. So without further ado, let's tidy up a little bit, then get it done. And we're back. All right, so what we need for today's exercise is some rail joiners, fish plates, as we like to call them in the business. I'm just going to move this out of the way just so I can see a little bit better. And we want this section of track. So I'm going to actually get my engine shed back and put it back in the position I envisage it sitting in. So vaguely this position is what I want. So I can now see vaguely where I want to be for the length of my track. I'm going to get my snips, my snippy snips. And I'm going to go and just do that. And then we'll do the same on this side. So I'm just cutting it there. As you can see, just cutting the track. Snip, snip. Now, this isn't pinned in yet. However, I'm just going to put both of my connectors here. I'm going to actually put them on this end. No, that's the dodgy end. So we'll use this end. And we're going to basically use that to join the tracks up. So I do actually have a fish plate already out, so I'm going to use this one up. No, it's not bent, it just feels like it is. I'm going to unseat these last two sleepers here just because they're right up against it and there'd be no way I could get the shoe on with them in that position. I call it the shoe, I'm not sure what it's called, like the actual technical term is. So you can see I've got it partially inserted. I'm just going to use the base of my snips to apply pressure so that I don't feel like I'm taking the skin off my fingers again to get that pushed in, pushed home. There we go. So you've now got a little bit of an overlap, bit of it in there, bit of it in there. And then I need one for the other side as well. That's actually just a bit of scrap track. So just dump that there. You get bits of scrap rail around the railway anyway. And I'm just going to multi-purpose these things. They're wonderful. So I'm just going to all spills out, but it's in a nice sort of safe space for me to use to get my track where I want it, basically. So we'll sort of wedge it in. I said we'll wedge it in. I will be successful today, whether if it kills me. And that's not applied at all, which is not good. There we go. That's pushed a bit too far in there, but that's fine. So I'll move this out the way and just seat this along here to get rid of the dirt. And we'll go whoosh, 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 whoosh. Get that nice and straight. I'm going to get my little hand drill, which I should, well, I can put, you can see I can put that there, and that looks absolutely splendid. I'm probably going to put some stuff like over it, so it looks like it's not just, you know, it looks like basically a maintenance shed, not just a shed with a rail running through it, or some, you know, a shed built over a railway line. There's my little drill. So this is what I use to secure track in place. So again, I'm happy with that thing's positioning. So first thing I'm going to do is I go two sleepers in usually, sorry. So I go two sleepers in this time. Track is in a good place, so I'm just going to go like that. Put pressure on it. And it's just a little hand drill. Or finger drill, really. There we go. That's one side done. So just use the drill bit to scrape it out. Basically, I'm just drilling a hole through the side of the sleepers. And then we'll do this side. There we go. And here are my two track pins. So I'll just pop that in, push it in with my finger. Same for this side. And that then means this is, you know, nice and secured and it's going nowhere. So, come on. There we go. You can also use your little pin, your little thing there. I'm actually going to use this on this side because I had an issue with some trains sticking because the nails were a little too high. So I'm just going to use this to compress them down now. So obviously it's got a lot less give to it. This has got a lot less give to it than your finger does, is my logic for using it. So yes, so that's now wedged in place, and I'm going to put one at the back. I only, you know, if it's a straight bit of track, it doesn't really require that much securing, in my opinion. There's my little drill again, and I'll just go a couple in, so this is hidden within the shed. Just so, you know, if you look from this position here where my hand is, you can't see it. So, yeah. Anyway, hopefully you guys are having a wonderful afternoon. Well, it's been pretty good. Thank you for asking. I don't know if you asked, but hey. I've not been at work today, so that's why I've had a good day, unfortunately. Rest days are good days. We like rest days. It's my last sort of, 4 rest days I've had like plans, either work related or personal stuff, and it's just nice to have a chill day every now and again. So that is done. So right, so I can pop this back down and you can see that looks absolutely 100% the part. Oh, well, actually it'll be about there. That looks 100% the part. Could even push it back like that so it just thingies, you know, nice and straight in. This one's going to be the harder one to lay. I'm also going to just press that down. And as is this one, because basically this one I can obviously move the track around. I can't do that for any of the others. So, this is my offcut. Can I use this for anything? No, not really. I can use it as an extension. Do 2 offcuts for that road. I may do that. So I'm going to straighten this up with a little bit of this, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. There we go. So that's straight now, at least at this end. Insert joke about me not being straight here. Now I want a road which is going to take me to about there. So actually, I probably want about that. So I want about half of it, really, half of this section. So I'm just going to use my snips, just mark it. And then stretch my back because my back hurts from bending over all the time talking to you guys. Wish you guys would grow, you know? Wish you would grow. Do that. Now, it's literally, if you look at them, obviously I've not tried to make them equal length, but they're near enough, well, they're all within one sleeper of being equal length pieces. So actually, I'm just going to use this end, and again, we'll put both of our, I'm going to straighten this off, and just 1, 2. Actually, I can leave those in, that'll be helpful. And then just go and use this to compress. There we go. And just use this one to compress. And I'm going to do a jump cut here because I need to go get some more nails. Because this piece here is basically one curved piece and it's going to be curved a very sort of specific way, I guess. As such, I want to make sure I've got all my my drill and my nails handy to go, you know, ready to go with that one. Whew, so one moment, please. So have that in place. Yeah, okay. It'll compress when it thingies. So I'm just going to connect it. Actually, it is bending around to the right, so that's fine. I'm going to remove this sleeper altogether. I'm going to remove the first 2 sleepers. You'll see why in a second. pull that apart, push this on, because I could see it was snagging on the sleepers of this track. That's why I did it. So I need to make sure that's correctly seated, which it appears to be. And compress it down. There we go. Whew. Right. So you've now got a little area here. So where did I put the two bits of sleeper is the question. Or the bit, but yeah, here we go. So I can just take this and push it underneath. I'm actually going to thingy that. Come on, Emily. Get good. Get good, Emily. There we go. Boom, boom. There we go. Whew. There you go. And boom. So, that's in play now. Right. Jump cut time. I'll move you up as well. Just so. This is going to be the bit we have to do some magic to. Just like that, we're back. Whew. What a workout that was, am I right, home viewers? So, plan is, put this in the right place, put this down, back in its position, compress these in, and then we said this was going to be vaguely this position here, giving just about enough clearance on this to put my first pin in here. So again, just push this down. If you can see me in the mirror, hi. Not sure if you'll got angles for that. Whew. It's a bit much of a oopsie-diddles. Well, we've all done that before. I'll deal with that after the video. So I'm going to put one pin on the outside. Oh, come on, Emily. I promise I'm doing this stone cold sober, by the way. Just does not feel like it. So it's resting in. Compression applied in. There we go. So I'm now going to basically bend that around so it fits this angle here. As you can see, this is basically just a locomotive siding that I want. So I'm going to actually push it out a bit more in this area. I'm changing my mind on the shape of it as I go along, because I'm organised like that, you see. Come on, Emily. I'll do that there. No, we said that there. And then the other one goes next to it. Right. I'll do this. Right. I'm going to put another hole in. And I'm going to do that here. So, yeah, that's not a good place because, so see, as you guys remember, I've laid this on foam. As such, you know, there's obviously gaps in it, and you can't put nails in the gaps, otherwise they do absolutely nothing. They just sort of sit there. And they prevent movement this way, but the track doesn't really move this way, it moves this way. So, oh, for fuck's sake. Sorry. Right, put you there, straight down. And then we'll do two at the end. So this will just be one last little bit. And that'll be the yard. So I'm going to now test this with my HST. I'm not going to run it in because I'm not ready to realise I've done that it's not electronically sound as a layout. I'm just going to put the 2 power cars that are going to live in this siding in here and make sure they fit. If they don't, I'll scream. And one last one at the end. Whew. All right, these are literally just Hornby track pins that I'm using. Obviously other brands are available. But the basically, for me, for Model Railway supplies, I've got 2 main places I use. I've got Pooley's Puffers in Keys and Gateshead. And, you know, that's one location, but it's an absolute pain in the bum to get to. I'm also about a 20-minute walk, from Phoenix, which is a department store that has a Model Railway bit. And they sell these pins, so I just use those. So, proof of concept. Click this down. Oh, fuck, I've broken it. Right, I'll just put it on. Just balance it in vaguely the right position. Right, I'll be back. And this is only madly tragic. To use the sidings in the way I envisaged. Doesn't work. So as I was sort of imagining these 2 along the shed, but obviously misjudged the size here. And I mean, yeah, there's no way we could make that work without a whole-scale reorganisation of the yard. I'll find another place to put them. That's fine. Thank you guys for watching today's little video. Unfortunately, it didn't work out the way we wanted it to. It's fine. We'll get there. I'll find another place. I've got a little stabling standing right next to me here, which is probably what I'll end up using in future for them. But, yeah. What a day. I think the reason I'm out of breath is to get into this corner of the layout, I've got to sort of stand on some stuff, and I'm not, even now, I'm sitting down, I'm not in a comfortable position. So that's why I'm a bit like thingied from having to hold my muscles and stuff. But yeah, no, we tried it, we failed it, which is fine. Well, it's not fine, but you know, there's always next time. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time. Bye for now.